Well, good morning. This is Friday, May the 14th. 3 more days to get those taxes in. We want to continue our study in the book of Ecclesiastes. Learning the right time to act is how I've entitled this. I'm sure there are better titles that one can think about, but we have been going through chapter 3 in particular, and the verses that refer to a time for everything. And so we come this morning to verse 6, the first part, a time to search and a time to give up as lost. Now, this is kind of a easy but difficult phrase. Easy at face value, you're looking for something or you give up the search. But by application, it might be a little bit more challenging for us, and I would suggest some things here in a few minutes. Remember, the word time can be translated as season. So Solomon is writing, and he's writing the book of Ecclesiastes, which is a season where he was searching for the purpose and the meaning of life, for satisfaction out of life itself. And every time he searched for something, all of the different projects and events that he was involved with, seeking pleasure under the sun, architectural endeavors, accumulating slaves, botany, all these things he set his hand to seek for pleasure and for satisfaction apart from God. We note that this too is vanity. This is chasing after wind. And so he realizes that he needs to give up that pursuit, to quit pursuing that. In fact, in Ecclesiastes 12, he put it a little bit more succinctly in verse 13, the conclusion, referring to all that he has been involved with. When all has been heard, fear God and keep his commandments, because this applies to every person, including me, the king, who is supposed to be the wisest man on planet Earth. So, there are seasons in our life where we are searching for something. You fill in the blank, but involved in your search is time, energy, and emotions. The thing that you're searching for might be a necessity, like where are the car keys? The thing that you're searching for might simply be the best price on a hotel for a family vacation. The search is not necessarily wrong. We have the parable of the shepherd who searches for the one lost sheep. We have the parable of the lady who lost a coin off of her wedding headband and tossed the house until she found it. Those were important searches. They were searches that related to a biblical truth. And so when we are searching for something that involves the person of God and his program, there's nothing wrong with that. The time, energy, and emotions are validated. That's what the shepherd did. He left the 99 and went and searched for the one. But likewise, when our search is on a horizontal plane instead of a vertical plane, that horizontal plane is endless, and can lead to great frustration and hurtful relationships, or you refuse to let go of a memory or an incident in the past, and your mind is stirring up your thoughts, which now aggravate your emotions. I wonder why he did that. I wonder why she did that. I wonder what was going on. If I just knew, I would be satisfied. Well, beloved, I don't think that you would. That's the pursuit of something that God has cared for, and you are trying with your little spade or shovel to dig up the dirt where it has been buried and cared for and re-examine it for some type of answer that is suitable to you. There's a season, there's a time to search. Search for things that are valuable. Search for things that are vertical in nature. And then there's a time to quit, to give it up, to let it go. And if we are able to do that with grace, and this is the horizontal plane, beloved, if we are able to give it up on the horizontal plane, I believe what we are also saying in that process is, I know this is not God's will, and I trust Him for what He is doing. Next week, I hope we will complete this study. We'll pick it up on Monday, Lord willing, in verse 6b, a time to keep and a time to throw away, and try to finish this section. Thank you so much for tuning in. I trust that you have a fantastic Friday, and be safe and careful out there. God bless. Oh, P.S., be in church on Sunday. Support the work of the ministry by your presence, by your prayers, by your worship, by your tithes, and by your offering. Find somebody in church to greet and be a committee of one encourager to somebody else on Sunday.